So hello everyone, so today I will be doing a review on this controller right here. It's called Mafiti, kind of like a Super Nintendo type of controller. Let me turn on the light so you can get a better view. Okay, that's better. A little bit of light. Okay, this is the Mafiti Super Nintendo USB controller. So it's like a Super Nintendo controller, and I will be reviewing it on my Raspberry Pi 3 B Plus single board computer with Retropie on it. So when you first get the controller, you got to set it up. So just press start. Go to configure control. It's quite easy to do. Just hold any button on the controller. I'm just going to hold A button. And then you can set it up here. So up, down, left, right. Select start. A, B, northwest, shoulder left, shoulder right. So these other buttons don't exist. So I'm just going to keep A pressed down. It's already taken, so press down A. I'm going to press down A again, and it's just going to be not defined for everything. And it came with two controllers, so I got two controllers. So it comes as a pair. The hot button, I'm just going to press select, and then I'm going to press A to exit from here. I'm going to turn off that light because it's going too bright. Okay. So I set up the controller. So now I'm going to try it out. Play some games with it. Okay, the first game I'll be testing will be Super Castlevania or Castlevania 4. So let me configure the controls. Right now I have two controls connected to this computer. So I have this one and this one. This one is the main one, so I want to set this control as the main one. So you press the hot button and this hot button and triangle here, or for here it's hot button and X, this and X. So I go here, you go to settings, go to input, go to bind controls. So I'm going to put select for controller 2, this will be Sony PlayStation controller, and SNES pad. Okay, that's what I'm going to select. For here I'm going to select I put left, and I'm going to select this as the main controller. So now I'm using this. So this is going to be SNES gamepad. So this is for the SNES emulator. So I'm going to go here and save the configuration. Go back to settings. Let's see what the configuration is. Okay, it should be set at global core options. So now I'm going to play the game. Before I do that, I want to go here and change the video scaling gigabyte. Now that's better. Now I want to save that here as well. Now let's play it. The controllers are, this controller is pretty responsive, and then press start. Gonna start here, start a new game. It is responsive, but it's not as solid as this Logitech control, as the Sony PlayStation 3 controller, which I was using. It's not as solid as that, but it is pretty responsive. I don't know how this is going to hold up. If this is going to like break in a month or a year or whatever. But I know that PlayStation 3 controller that I had lasted me 14 years. I bought a PlayStation 3 back in 2006, and this PlayStation controller still works, except for the battery. The battery's dead. But the controller works. So the D-pad is working okay, actually. Get that in focus. Sorry about that. It is playable, but it's not as solid as a Logitech gamepad or a PlayStation 3 USB controller. For this price point, I guess that's acceptable, because this controller didn't cost very much at all. Very affordable. Anybody should be able to buy it. Definitely playable, no question about that. Okay, that's good. So it runs okay. Definitely responsive. So let's play another game. Okay, this time I'm running the Ninja Warriors. And I'm gonna see how this runs. Go in here and change some stuff. Okay, let's play it. See how it plays. It's okay. Runs okay. Definitely not the best controller. I know that. The buttons are kind of rubbery. It doesn't have that snappy feeling. That's one thing I don't like about it. It doesn't have that premium feel. But definitely works. It's functional. But I really don't know about the durability of it. We'll have to see how long it lasts, because a lot of things these days, made these days, just don't last a long time. I doubt it'll last 14 years. Because I recently bought some regular NES controllers, USB controllers, and those are also cheap controllers. And just after about 8 months, I started having problems with it. So, don't know. Well, it's better than it'll be better than using a keyboard. Using this controller, I'll tell you that much. Okay. It's responsive, definitely. No problems with that, other than the kind of like a rubbery feeling for the D-pad and the buttons. Perfectly playable. I passed level 1 without dying. Look at that. Tells you something. Responsive. No problems with that. Oh man, I didn't know that guy was going to shoot 3 times. That's not the controller's fault, that's my fault. Whoops. Let's take out Mr. Tank Man. Okay. I took him out. Okay, yeah. Right out of the ninja stars. That's not good. Okay, I took out Big Boy. Okay, that's good. That's enough. Let's play another game. Okay, the next game is Area 88. This is the arcade ROM. So let's test out this game and see how it works. It's okay. For this price point, I have no complaints. I don't know if it's durable or not. We'll have to see. But as for it working right out of the box, yes, it does that. No problem. Yeah, I passed level 1 without dying. I guess this controller does need a break-in period, probably, like a lot of machines. Maybe it will get a little bit more smoother with time or something, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Yeah, you could definitely make some precise moves with this. No question about that. I'll be shooting with both buttons, missiles and auto cannons. Okay, did that. No problems there. Yeah, I have a lot of USB controllers, but I also have a lot of computers, so I needed some extra USB controllers, so that's why I bought it. And I didn't want to spend too much money. And plus, I wanted to make this review video about it, so that's why I bought it as well. See if I can pass this minefield without running into one and dying. Okay, that's good. That's good. I didn't run into a mine, which means the controller is pretty precise. Oh man. Okay, that's enough of this game. So yeah, I like it. It runs okay. Let's try to play another game. Maybe a more classic game, perhaps. Let's play PacMan. This is the 40th anniversary of PacMan, so I'll be playing that game. And this controller works on Linux and Microsoft Windows as well. Man. It's not good for PacMan. I'm not doing very good. What? For some reason it sucks for PacMan. It's not very good. I'm gonna try the other controller and see if I get better results. Play with the PlayStation 3 controller and let's see if there's any difference in the way that it plays. Definitely more precise. The D-pad on the PS3 USB controllers is a hell of a lot more responsive. Okay. I guess you get what you pay for. When I tried to make some of the turns with that other controller, it just wouldn't do it. just can't make precise moves. A game like this requires precise controls, for sure. I'm gonna go down. It's not the controller's fault, that's my fault for making poor tactical decisions. Uh-oh. Okay. So for this game it sucks. I'm gonna go back and change it. Yeah, for this game it sucks. Let's try another one. And I'll be playing 1942 with that SNES controller. Yeah, a game like this does require some precise controls. Because if you mess up just a little bit, you're dead. Because you can't take any hits. Well, it works, but it's not that precise. It's not as precise as I want it to be. Like a PlayStation 3 USB controller or a Logitech F310 controller gamepad. Okay. They did offer the Retro Flag controller at Amazon. And I think that one has a much better quality, but it does cost 3 times more than this in terms of price. But I wonder if it's worth it. Just breaks or whatever. If it breaks in a couple of months, I'll get that. It's no big loss since this didn't cost a lot of money at all, so I don't care. And it works. It works for this single board computer, so it's okay. Okay. Anyways, as for the review, as for the ratings and everything, I would give this controller maybe 3.5 out of 5. Since it was very inexpensive, you don't get the best controller, but for the price, it's okay. It's acceptable. So if you don't have a lot of money, then yeah, I wouldn't. You could get something like this if you're on a tight budget. But if you can afford to get something better, then get it. I suggest it. So anyways, thanks for watching. My Ace 1000 KS 1975 signing out.